As a freshman, I had always believed that I had a higher global awareness than those around me. For as long as I can remember, I could name all the countries of the world and could place them to their exact location on the map. To me, this meant that I must be more of a global citizen than those around me. Even going into my freshman year, when I took a trip to Europe, did I believe that I was on some sort of pedestal over the people around me. My trip to Europe was the first time I had ever left the continent, and it had given me somewhat of a culture shock as soon as I stepped off the plane. Despite my complete lack of selfie skills, I was in complete awe of the rich culture and history of every place we went. The biggest learning experience for me, however, was during my weekend-long homestay with a family in Spain. I was able to see how locals go throughout their daily lives and see the extreme similarities between me and teenagers in Spain. My homestay family was just one of the dozens of people I've met along my experiences that I consider to be my family today. While this was my first trip overseas, it still truly didn't open my eyes as to what it means to be a global citizen. And going into sophomore year, my trip to Costa Rica finally began to pry into my self-righteousness. Costa Rica, for me, was somewhere that I'll never forget traveling to. The culture, the people, the beaches, and my favorite part, ziplining. While I was still learning how to take selfies, this trip took on a much deeper meaning to me, as it was not only a tourist trip to see everything that Costa Rica had to offer, but it was a chance to give back to the community and the environment. We spent 2 days replanting mangrove forests that were destroyed by deforestation and pollution, and through this I was able to see the broader global impact that my actions could have, even if it was just for a small village in Costa Rica. I had finally begun to see a true change in myself and my outlook on the world and those in it. It wasn't until my junior year and my trip to Taiwan, however, that I really understood what it meant to live a globally focused life. During my sophomore year, my mom came home one day with a flyer about a student ambassador opportunity through the Phoenix Sister Cities. I decided to apply to the program despite any sentiments of being accepted into it. Much to my surprise, I got a letter saying I was selected as a finalist and then went on to be accepted into the program. After being evaluated by a panel, I was selected to represent the city of Phoenix in Taipei, Taiwan. After multiple classes on various travel tips and cultural changes, I was ready to go. Although I was initially nervous, the experience became one that I will never forget. Everything I saw moved me to find my true passion in life. My trip to Taiwan gave me a second family and one of my greatest friends, as I still regularly talk to the family I stayed with. After almost a month in Taiwan, my counterpart returned to Phoenix with me, where we met up with the other students from Phoenix and their counterparts from around the world, and we participated in various events around the city. My favorite thing was showing my counterpart Wesley around the city and having him hang out with my friends and just show him what it really means to be an American teenager. I loved taking him to all my favorite restaurants and having him try new foods, and I'm pretty sure he's obsessed with tacos now. Despite my initial feelings of nervousness to be hosting a stranger in my house from the other side of the world, the experience not only gave me a new best friend, but also the chance to broaden my narrow view of the world and the people in it. I learned a lot about myself and other cultures, and gained a newfound appreciation for my city. Overall, this experience not only gave me 57 friends from around the world, but also opened my eyes to the world around me, making me a true global citizen. These experiences even led me to my current job, where I work for a nonprofit company that helps provide assistance to low-income families throughout the country. All of the trips that I have been fortunate enough to go on have given me a better understanding of the world and my place in it. From Europe to Taiwan and everywhere in between, I have made countless friends, ate some awesome food, but most of all learned that the world is so much bigger than me, and it takes much more than just knowing where all the countries on the map are to learn that. In the fall, I will be attending New York University in New York City, studying global real estate, hoping to continue my pursuit to become a true global citizen, where I can implement sustainable and globally focused ideas into my career and future.